Alright guys, in this video we are learning how to do shape number 4, which is kind of this arced rectangular shelled shape. Really the biggest uh, thing I want you to learn in this video is how to shell out an object. However, this shape is going to just be reinforcing the skills that we have learned how to do. So to make this object, I did want to just draw on it real quick to kind of explain how we're going to do this. You might look at this and be like, what, how did you do that? Okay. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to draw a rectangle here. Okay. And if we look at our tool in our construction drawing here, we know that our dimension here is 2 inches for that rectangle. And then this one right here, this dimension here is going to be about 4. So we're going to draw a 4 by 2 rectangle. And then we're going to do some 3-point arcs, which we're going to be like clicking here, here, and then creating that arc out here and defining it by those radiuses that are there, okay? So this shape in itself might be a little complicated to achieve. If, as you also might notice, we've got some off, like a shelled offset. This might look like an offset, but we're actually going to shell this object. So let's just get started. You guys follow along with me, and I'll show you how to make this shape. You might look at this and be like, I know how to do that. I don't need your help, Mrs. Wynn. And by all means, go for it, go crazy. But here's the video to help you in case you need it. So I'm gonna start with a sketch. I'm gonna make it on the top face, right? And I'm gonna start with that rectangle shape, like I described to you, a 4 by 2 inch rectangle. Okay, so I'm clicking, defining those dimensions here, and creating that kind of general shape. Right? So now from here, I can start to do those arcs, right? So I have this general shape in here, and now I need to kind of arc it out on both sides. This whole shape is symmetrical, so like this is over here is 3, this is also 3. So don't worry about that. I'm going to go click on my 3-point arc. I'm going to click and start to place those, okay? So notice here, just click. You don't have to do a tangent one. Just click anywhere, and then we're going to define it to be that 1 inch. So click in your arc and then use your radius to make it the dimension you want it to be. Okay, and then you can either mirror it. We don't have a mirror line. I'm just going to repeat it and draw it over here. Okay, and then just make sure it's set to 1. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing over here, but the radius of that arc needs to be 3. All right, so I'm going to draw it and then I'll define it. Draw, then define. Okay. So now, maybe you're feeling a little bit better. We have a general shape. Okay, so now we're going to take that entire shape and we're going to extrude it 1 inch. All right. So go ahead and finish your sketch. And you actually have like 5 different faces. So just click all of them. And we're going to extrude them 1 inch. Okay. Remember, you can also like unselect faces. So like we could just do those. But we want to do the whole thing and then we can show that. So go ahead and place that extrusion. And then here is where the shell tool comes into play. We've learned how to use all these, but we haven't messed with the shell. The shell's actually super simple. You just click it, and then it's going to say what face do you want to remove. So basically, what face do you want the shell to open out to? You click this top face. It'll shell it out, which is cool. Take your object, and it'll just completely apply like a shell to it. According to our drawing, our shell depth is 0.25. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Mine defaulted to 0.1. I'm going to change it to 0.25. And it's just going to make that shell a bit thicker. So when you guys get starting designing things, you know, you'll probably shell stuff out, but that thickness is going to be important for like engineering properties. So, you know, just remember you can adjust that accordingly. But that looks good. So go ahead and click, place it, and screenshot, and there you go.